Let's begin.
Right. As you know, I've been working closely with your marketing associates to develop some concepts surrounding your idea to introduce your software into the retail market. Our work has focused primarily on extending your reputation and name recognition in the business and academic markets into this new opportunity, retail software distribution.
Yes, I know all this.
Then why don't we begin by agreeing on what we hope to accomplish today?
Good idea.
Okay. I'd like to present what your team and I feel is an excellent solution to the packaging requirements of this highly competitive market. But before we do, it might be helpful to draw some conclusions from market research, focus groups, and meeting with distributors. How does that sound to you?
Normally I would agree with you, but I think we can skip over all of that. I've already seen your product prototypes, and it is my business to stay fully informed about market research. Even though I haven't been involved in the project, I have paid very close attention to everybody's output on the matter.
Okay. Well, then, since you invited me here without the rest of the project team, I take it you have some concerns that center around my contribution to the process?
Questions, really.
Well?
For the most part, I'm very pleased with what you've shown us. You've been responsive to our demands, met some difficult deadlines, and handled several sudden changes of direction.
Then, if you're comfortable with my performance as a part of the team, you must have concerns about the results.
Yes, something like that. I need some straight answers. My people get very enthusiastic. I guess it comes down to this. I'm uncomfortable with the solution that the team has developed. But since we need the product available before the holidays, I feel, well, locked into accepting it.
I see. Can you tell me why you feel uncomfortable?
Yes. I've worked very hard over the past 5 years to create brand recognition for our products, and I feel some ownership in the current success. Now I know we're entering a completely different market, but I'm not convinced that that justifies throwing everything we've accomplished out the window.
And you feel that the proposed prototype will undercut your brand recognition?
Yes. It calls attention to itself, I'll give you that. And I know how important it is to create strong visual impact, but it doesn't look like one of our products.
I think I understand what you're saying. It is a big departure from what has been a very successful and carefully executed marketing strategy.
It's a huge departure.
And a lot's at stake with this venture. I can understand why you would want to be more involved in the process. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I see two options open to us. We could reopen the design process, but that would mean rethinking our timeline and may mean missing out on the optimal release date. Or we could continue to test and develop the current prototype, incorporating your feedback into future modifications.
It is still a difficult decision.
Yes. And the success of either option depends on getting you more involved than you have been up to date. How would you feel about that?
I would like to become more involved, but what does that look like?
Well, we have a focus group test scheduled early next week. I know you have a lot of experience in that type of market research. If you would come down and observe the focus group and give us some feedback, that would get you more involved, which is what we need. And frankly, seeing the evidence firsthand is just a lot more fun than looking at research summaries.
Exactly. You get a better feel for things, and I think that's what I'm missing.
Good. Well, then let's go ahead and move forward with that. I think getting some hands-on involvement will be valuable to the whole process.
I think that's a good idea.
Good. Well, our session is scheduled at Warner and Campbell, and we had planned on focusing on pricing. But if you have some different input, we can certainly go back and look at the packaging again.